Hello, YouTube! I am Pinstar, and this is Pinstar Plays Chef, episode 5. So, it is 8 o'clock. We have a house full of diners, and they're getting ready to order. But we need to flesh out our menu here, because we're doing a very important pivot. In our last episode, we jacked up the prices to many of our offerings, and I do not regret that. However, that comes at a cost. We are chasing away our cheapskates. Notice that minus 69%, nice. This restaurant is too expensive for me. That is by design. We're even, no, we're not quite eating away at the blue collars yet, but we're going to be starting to spook them a little bit soon. Just as we bring up the average price of our menu here. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. We just need to make sure we're attracting more of the, wealthier crowd in order to keep up our things. Because, while yes, I do like to make fun of the cheapskates, they are seats, they are customers, they are paying customers, and when faced between them and an empty seat, I'd rather have the cheapskate. But let's see if we can get a better clientele in here, shall we? Now, there is one perk that I've been hunting for, actually 2 perks specifically, and that is these family of perks, the variety perks. So, just as we have a large, we have the carbs offer and the carbs specialization, there's also the carbs preparations variety. Where it gives you this perk if you have a bunch of different recipe templates. So this is sort of your carrot, so to speak, to use different templates rather than just reusing the same one over and over. It doesn't punish you for reusing the same one, and in some ways it can be actually pretty good if you focus fire on one. But more on that later. But for the time being, I think we're pretty close to capitalizing on 2 of these, both the carbs prep and the seafood preparations variety. I think we have enough recipe templates to our name. We just got to fill the menu with them. So let's do that. So let's start with the fish. There is one fish preparation that we have not tapped into yet. Because the grilled fish, we have the Shona's Slammin' Salmon. The roasted fish was Michael's Heavenly Tuna Casserole. And then a third fish preparation, we haven't used steamed fish yet. We also had fried fish, which is another one. I'm trying to remember. Oh, that was the appetizer, the 2-ring appetizer. But no, steamed fish. So let's get steamed fish on the menu. Now, as far as where do we put it? Appetizers, main courses, and salads. I think we have fish dishes in all 3, so we're kind of like lining up a competition here. But if we let's see who's got more competitors. Yeah, the 2-ring super starter is one thing. We could use more salads. I mean, we already have a fish salad too with the casserole, but we could use a secondary one. Then again, we could make this one a healthier one and offer up an alternative to the super starter here. So yeah, why don't we do it an appetizer? Flesh out the appetizers here. And this is going to be Thera's Zesty... Oops. Cod. Because I think cod is a fish that we have not capitalized on much. It's a cheap one too. Zesty Cod. So what do we need? 100 or more? All right, I'll see you guys on the flip side. Okay, here we are, Zafira's Zesty Cod, and yes, I have a couple of fruits on here, enough to trigger the fruit tag on it, with lots of lemon zest, white wine, onion, rosemary, sage, and some apples. Just more like a splash of apple juice, not like whole slices of apple here with the cod. but it's a tasty dish. And if we crank up our thing, we got 2 different 2-star ingredients with the white wine and the onion. So this is a 119 quality dish. Yum. We also are rocking the healthy tag, which is something our fried fish dish is not rocking. Right then, let's $1.75 to make it. So, boom, and yes, we got it. Seafood preparations variety. Now, with the addition of that, we are getting 10% more on white collar, family high, food enthusiast, and gourmets. See, that's the thing with all the variety ones. They universally give small bonuses to the enthusiasts and the gourmets because they like the variety. They don't care what it is. But then the groups that like, in this case specifically fish, are also more attracted because there's a wide range of fish dishes. 9.99 for you, Zafira, and I think we are ready to rock and roll. Let's see how dinner service goes with this added to the menu. See if we can't attract a few more people here. And also, I want to farm up a few more ingredient points before we make any more dishes, because we do have quite a few more dishes to make. So let's speed things up. All right, more people. What do we got here? We got food enthusiasts. Yes, they heard about the variety. Beautiful. White collar. They heard about the fish. Fantastic. That's what we like to see. Somebody get the door. Thank you. Do not want to think. So what are you ordering? JC Regi's and white wine. All right, nothing new. You got the 2-ring super starter, the JC Regal's the mussel soup. And the red wine. Fair enough. We gotta make a better thing of mussel soup. Even though I think I know we have enough different seafood preparations. I do think I want to get the fish soup template at some point in the very near future to get fish on the menu properly in our soups division. All right. Well, we have a new ingredient. Well, you know what? I'm going to let a bunch of points accumulate here. That's kind of my game plan here. Just okay. Oh yeah, the tourists, the upper class tourists. These guys eat a lot, or usually eat a lot. I mean, look at this. Well, we got the Zesty Cod, the tuna casserole, the mussel soup, the slam it. Wow, they are just going fish bonanza here. And paired that with the nice white wine. If it wasn't for those freaking cookies spoiling the thing, they'd probably have a perfectly well. The cookies and the mussel soup probably spoiled it a little bit because those are all pre-mades. But we'll be fixing those in the near future. I was just talking about that. All right, who else we got here? More white collars. Food enthusiasts, this is what we like to see. Garlic potato, no, we don't like to see that. We got to replace that too. Aha! So one thing I'm not going to wait on spending is my influence points. So we just got 60 positive reviews, so we can go here to our city map and continue encroaching on this other business district. So now we've added even more. We are now tapping into 60% of the population here, which means even more. We're up to 3,700 white collar from this district alone, which means they are now, they're not quite dominant compared to the cheapskates, but we're still scaring the cheapskates away. So I've kind of written them off. So they are our dominant group here, and that's what we want. We want more of the white collars. All right, how's energy levels doing? So far, so good, actually. They're not. The restaurant's not getting too busy, although that may change in due time. We may need a third cook, especially once we start expanding our influence even further. It'll probably get a little nutty, and will require the services of an additional cook. Which, hey, that's fine by me. All right, got another ingredient point. Good. That's what we like. All right, who are the late breakers? White collar. Well, they'll finish quickly because both the white and white collars and blue collars both finish quickly, which is fantastic for flipping tables. All right. So we did we make money? We didn't buy any furniture. We made money. We technically made a little money. We're still in the hole a little bit because we didn't have quite enough to soak up our other stuff. But I'm not too worried about our stuff. Okay, brand new day, and it is Workers' Day. So if we look at the calendar here. Remember, each day, quote unquote, in game represents a full week of activity, so this is our fourth day, and every fourth day in the month is something special, and there's also something special elsewhere. So Workers' Day, traditional holiday. I don't know if that's intentional or not. Will bring many workers to your restaurant, eager to celebrate and spend their hard-earned. I do hope that means both blue and white-collar workers, because that would be really, really advantageous for us. Right then. So I do think we are probably going to need to hire another chef if we're going to keep up with demand. But we're going to also want to tap into some more dishes here, or rather, create some more dishes. So let's get our friend the fish soup that I had previously mentioned. Get that on the menu. But for our ingredients, we want to get. Well, I did have somebody call me out saying that I am missing one of the members of the onion family, the green onion. So I will pick up some green onion for certain. And then as far as others go, we want some cheesiness because I want some more dairy dishes here. But we're also going to be making some rice. I'm trying to think of the best cheese that would be yummy with rice. Not sour cream, not yogurt, not ricotta. Not actually, the bechamel sauce might be a thing. We might go for the bechamel. There we go. Okay. Now, let's open up the recipe book. New recipe. All right, let's finish off the fish first, and then we'll pivot and do tons of rice. We also knock out the soup here. We got 4 new recipes coming down the dock here. Right then. So, first things first, we want to tap into our brand new fish soup. Yeah. All right, we're going to call this the Shellfish Special. It'll be a soup. So we need 2 tagged seafood ingredients. And we're going to go for the mussels. And we're going to go for the prawns. Yum, yum. And they each need to be 50. Let's drop them to 50 for now, and then we'll see how they want. All right, the Shellfish Special. Ironically has no other tags besides seafood. If we up the garlic, maybe? Yeah, we do want the veggie tag in there. Might as well take that. Won't hurt any of the other tags. But yeah, that should be enough. And if we kick up, we got the white wine pulling 2-star duty instead of our things. And we're tapping into our brand new member of the Onion Club, the green onion. So now that we have proper onion representation across the board. All right, now more soup, because another commenter said that we are criminally lacking onion soup, and we are in an onion restaurant. And you know what? Gosh darn it, you're right. We are lacking onion soup. So let's see here. No images, 9 onion soup. Let's make this happen. So yes, we want 2 different vegetables. Guess what? They're both going to be onions. The question is going to be, do we pair the green onions with them, or do we do the shallots? Let's do green onions for 2 contrasting flavors here, and we want a lot of them. This is going to be a veggie heavy soup. Okay, here we are. So we've got oodles and oodles of onions here, although we do need to we want to up this up enough so that we can grab the spice tag. But yes, this is going to be our vegan offering, so that we can get rid of that potato garlic nonsense off our menu and replace it with a proper dish. Boom. All right, coming up next, we need a lunge for our carby dishes. But let's get our current things on the menu here. So, not salad. There we go. Yeah, our two soups here: shellfish special and no limages 9 onion soup. And we get rid of the mussel soup and the garlic potato soup, because now we have real soups. Beautiful. The other thing we want is we want to upgrade our spice offer trait here, because that will get us a lot more tourists. And there's no downside to having the upgraded version of that particular perk. Okay, so the 2 carby dishes we haven't added yet is a sautéed rice and a risotto. And I think once we add both of those, we will have designed one of every single template that we have, except for pie. But as I've mentioned before, we're saving. There's going to be desserts are going to be their own episode. They're probably next episode, actually. Okay, so our risotto is going to be Larissa's 1,000 jewels, since it's a rice dish, and that kind of makes sense for it. Now, we obviously want the carb tag for this, and we need to use rice, 100 grams of that, so that should get us the carb tag pretty easily. But we also want to make sure that we get the dairy tag and the spice tag. So we're going to go a little heavy on this one. This might be pushing it calorie-wise, so we'll see. Okay, Larissa's 1,000 jewels. We accomplished our mission. Carby, dairy, spicy, and vegetarian to boot. Not vegan, but that's okay. We weren't aiming to make this vegan, so the vegetarians can order this if they'd like, have a little bit more of a choice. But we got that. And also, I'm also trying to avoid the heavyweight tags at this point, because we're gonna be stacking a lot of those on our menu with our desserts, because they're desserts. And yeah, that's we don't want to be thought of as heavyweight specialized, because that drives away a lot of people that we otherwise want to keep. All right, now one more recipe. We've got the turkey and rice. Very nice. I figure let's mix in a meat dish here while we're at it. We got our rice, and yeah, we'll mix in some turkey while we're at it. Okay, so I realized that turkey doesn't really synergize well with anything here, but chicken really does. So I swapped the turkey for the chicken. So let's go back and make this name appropriate. Chicken and rice, very nice. And let's whoa! Did I just make something without onions? Pinstar, what are you doing? Let's sneak a shallot on there. What we lost a tag. What'd we lose? The fruit tag. We don't want to lose the fruit tag. I want the fruit tag. So we'll lemony it up a little bit. This is a lemony chicken here. But yeah, can't forget the shallots. Now, unfortunately, we don't actually have any ingredients here to 2-star. We'll have to fix that later on, but I think we're good for the moment. All right, let's add these to the menu. Both of them had to be had to be main courses. That's okay. And yes, we got it. Carbs, preparations, variety, blue collar, and family low attraction, plus more attraction to food enthusiasts and gourmets. You get the 5% for every different type of variety. I'm not necessarily going to go for every type of variety, but we'll go for what we can. All right. Have we set all of our prices appropriately? Yes. Have we trimmed all the bad stuff? Well, except for our desserts, but that's another episode. Yes. Let's do it. Oh yeah, let's hire our extra chef here, because I foresee us needing it. Come on down, Ruby. And Ruby, I'm going to have you do the same exact thing as Muhammad here, where we spend up your stuff here. And then, yeah, Muhammad, now you're just going to start prepping across the board. Let's start you in one thing of main courses. Since everybody orders a main course, you want to start with that. All right, first customer of this day is vegetarians. Not bad. Could use a few more, though. There we go. Now things are picking up. I was getting a little worried for a moment there. We are sitting in the negative. Upper class tourists, excellent. Wow, you're a persistent one. I'm kind of impressed. You're here against all odds. You saved up. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. We got the spice specialization, so our attraction to tourists is higher. So seeing those high-class tourists show up, not too surprising, and certainly welcome, because they drop a lot of money. They're not necessarily our focus, but I do not begrudge them showing up. I do hope we get more crowds of white-collar people, though. Food enthusiasts, don't mind. Upper class tourists, don't mind. Vegetarians. There's our first white collars, and they're ordering correctly. Ooh, and Zesty Cod, Boyd Burger, 9 onion soup, Slammin' Salmon, plus the white wine. They are both ordering correctly. Ooh. Oh, that also reminds me, we have 3 chefs but 2 tables. We need money is what we need. So hopefully they can share a little bit here. We'll get them a new table once we get our bank balances in order here. Because yeah, they're doing a lot of cooking. We need that extra table. I know we're still seeping in here, but once this first round of diners starts paying for their food, yeah, now we're going to start trickling in with the cash. That's more like it. Also, we have a few more furnishings to get here. We can unlock, now that we've hit 50 popularity, we have new furnishing options. We just got to build up a little bit more cash. I think 200? Well, that... Come on, folks. Pay your bills, pay your bills. We need more counter space. And I don't want to cannibalize my tables, because we might actually start filling them. Every time you hear that clunk, clunk, we're building up new points, which is a good... There we go. Man, somebody just paid for an epic bill right there. Okay, well, we'll take that before our money evaporates. And 450 for a 2-counter prep surface. I'll take it. Boom. Now that's more like it. Now, as far as our ingredients go, I do have a few other things that I want to do to help improve and trim the menu here. Don't worry, we're not making more recipes this episode. I know we've been making 11 billion recipes. But we do still have some crappy beverages here. So I think it is time that we go into our ingredients list here and spend our 2 points on upgrading the blonde beer. Yeah, I know that's not what the white collars want, but people don't mind a beer and might as well give them a better one, and that will let us keep our alcohol perk while swapping out the crappy alcohol. So boom, blonde beer, 2 stars. And now we have a better blonde beer. 2 better blonde beers here. Boom and boom. And now we can get rid of the cheap blonde beer and the discount red wine, and we still get to keep our alcohol selection tag here. Let's see. The raw ingredients. Oh wow, beer's cheap compared to the wine. $9.99. Yeah, now the only thing really left on our drinks is the soda, but we can fix that too. Alright, now we've got plenty of chopping surfaces here. One thing I need to see is, do we have, and are we maxing out our different cookers and to the point where we need redundancies on them? I mean, they each have a decent capacity here, so we seem to be keeping up. And wow, we got another 2 ingredient points that quick. Well, let's venture forth and do a little bit more improvement. So yeah, let's because next episode we're going to get into desserts, but also I want to improve our offerings right now. Let's 2-star sugar. Because that spawns new sodas, but also is going to be very important to our dessert offerings in our next one here. Let's see, dark delicacy and the sugar time. Now these are only power 100, so they're not 5 hats yet, but they're still pretty darn good, and they're better than the discount soda we were previously offering. No, we don't need to make them $9.99. We don't need to be that crazy. What do they cost me? $1.20 to make these? Call you $5 a piece. These are really good sodas. And now we get rid of the discount trash. Now the other thing that we can do to up our soda game is if we go here, this thing, the coffee machine Espresso, gives us a 5-point non-alcoholic beverages quality boost, just in general, just by owning this thing. So let's just, our chefs don't even have to interact with it. It's just sort of like a passive buff. So that should boost the quality of our our sodas up to 5 hats. Excellent. All right, I'm saving my chef hat points for our next episode. But let's let this day persist and see how many more ingredient points we can get. At this point, all of our ingredient points are all going to be dedicated towards making ourselves some desserts, and we're doing pretty good with it. Ooh, an upper class family. Don't see many of them. 2 upper class families. They must have heard. Some good stuff. What is our upper class family? Yeah, we don't. That's a rogue pair of upper class families because there's not many living near us, and we're not that attractive to them. But they're certainly welcome. They are absolutely welcome. All right, let's continue spying. We got some white collars. Good. They ordered properly. I mean, they not quite properly. White collars for some reason say they don't like beer, but they ordered a beer, but it's a good beer, so they shouldn't complain too loudly about it. How's our reviews doing? We're getting a lot of averages. Probably from the remaining cheapskates. Upper class family. Ooh, atmosphere. We have enough atmosphere to draw them in, but not quite enough to really impress them. Is there anybody else dinging us on atmosphere? Of course, the cheapskates are yelling at us for prices. That I know about. That I don't care about. Gourmets are always going to whine about the food, even though Even though our food is 5 chef's hat, they are still going to yell at us. But that's the gourmets. They're kind of a lost cause. Food enthusiasts, however, lower standards, but equally happy to eat stuff. So we'll take that. Yeah, the food enthusiasts, we really like the enthusiasts. But we do need to up our decor for the wealthier families. That is something to take note. Well, there is another thing that we can do here in the kitchen. Now remember, we have for this 30 points of ambience general because we're in that historical building, but we can also get the, where is that? The dishwasher. We can get a couple of these, and these increase ambience. Now, you might be asking, Pinstar, how does the dishwasher increase ambience? It makes the plates cleaner, and people like cleanliness. So yeah, that's pretty good here. So we'll put the other utility tools over here. Come on, rotate a little bit more. Thank you. Uno. Oh, just Uno. All right, well, that gives us another 10 points there. So that should make the families a little bit more impressed with the high-class families, a little bit more impressed with our ambiance. I think that's their big thing. Like I know the workers, the white and blue collar workers, care about service speed, and gourmets care about quality, food quality, and cheapskates price. But the families, I think, care about the ambiance most of all. Oh boy, more gourmets. All right, more white collars, but yeah, I'm glad we hired that third chef here because we're keeping up. It's keeping us busy. Oh no, we lost a group. We lost a group. Crap. Waiters, you didn't get to them soon enough. Okay, we need more waiters. Plain and simple. Alright, we got one waiter. But we'll take the one waiter. She's got 15 skill points to her name, too. Oh, and a lot more people have skill points to their name, too. Mohammed, yeah, you can take appetizers. Aya, you can take an extra bit of energy. Amelia, you can take a bit of energy. And then Robin, you're going to take a thing of fast riding. And now you are going to be along the lines of the wait staff here, and you can be super fast. Yeah, we can make you super duper fast here. Okay, I think we're gonna go to Elena is only gonna do that. And Robin is only going to do that, and you guys don't do that. So now that we have a little bit more of a balance, we can go to specialized roles. We lost another group. Hopefully, now that we have this extra waiter on board, we can keep up more properly. Could have been a couple extra sales, because we have the table space, that's for certain. Alright, grabbing that group. We still got more groups. It's still, it's like the prime nighttime service here. Alright, but yeah, we don't need to up the tables just yet. I'm hoping we get at least one more either experience point or ingredient point before we dive into our dessert episode coming up soon. Right, who all we got here? Oh yeah, the gourmets. Forgot about that. Cheapskates. Upper class family. Let's see once they finish their thing. What did you order? Oh yeah, they ordered dessert. The one sour spot on our menu. All right, well, we're getting a decent amount of the upper class family, so it's worth our while here. I'll take it. They probably ordered they ordered a whole crap ton. Just like with the upper class tourists, the upper class families have big appetites. Big appetites. That is going to be one epic bill. A 4-person upper class family. That's what we like to see. Now, if only they can, they rate us well with some of the others. All right, yes, we did get another ingredient point. Beautiful. All right, did you guys give us a review? Vegetarians, cheapskates, upper class family. Atmosphere is almost there, which is good enough for me. 4.5 stars for atmosphere is a much better thing than the 2 stars they gave us last time. They're still also pretty picky with food, but I think we can make them happy. All right, folks. So if you guys like this episode and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button and leave me a comment, good, bad, or indifferent. Your feedback's always welcome. So until next time, this has been Pinstar, signing out. See ya! Alright, we're still only made that, but we also spent $1,000 and $150 in furniture, so we actually made a lot more. Woohoo!